I have a dream that one day, on the radiance of the gods, the sons of the former slaves and the sons of the former slave owners will be able to join hands at the table of brothers and sisters. I have a dream that one day, my 4 little children will live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream today.
Love begins from a home. There are some people in the families, some are unwanted, unloved, uncared, and forgotten. But
of Almighty God, to serve my people with respect and sincerity. A very warm greetings to each and everyone present here. My chest number is 5. I declare before you all, with my whole life, whether it be long or short, to serve my people with devotion, to serve the imperial family to which we all belong. A long life can pass by many milestones. My own is no exception. In life, it is very easy to hate and destroy. To build and cherish is something I myself believe to be very difficult. It is also very understandable that the world is full of chaos and our effort seems to be so little. We on our own cannot change the face of the world. On our own, we cannot change injustice into justice forever. We cannot sweep up wars, but the cumulative impact of 1,000 acts of goodness within us can be bigger than we imagine. It is worth remembering that it's the small steps, not the giant leaps, that can bring about a long-lasting change in us. When 53 years from now on we'll look back upon us, they will doubtlessly claim our practices to be old-fashioned. But it is my hope that when judged by the future generations, our sincerity, our willingness to do the right thing, our determination to take the lead will stand the test of time. We will succeed, and that success will belong to all of us. We will meet again. We will be with our friends again. We will meet soon.
मैं लक्ष्मीबाई, महाराज गंगाधर राव की पत्नी, नवलखा रस की बहू, प्रतिज्ञा करती हूँ, जब तक मेरे शरीर में रक्त है, जब तक मेरे हृदय में धड़कन है, जब तक मेरे श्वास में प्राण है, मैं पूर्ण निष्ठा से झांसी की सेवा करूँगी। नहीं झुकने दूंगी मैं झांसी का स्वाभिमान, नहीं झुकने दूंगी मातृभूमि का मस्तक। ये भारत है, यहाँ जो सब छोड़ कर करा है वही सबसे बड़ा है। ये राजमहल, ये सिंहासन मुझे रानी नहीं बनाती है। झांसी के लोगों का प्यार, उनका विश्वास मुझे रानी बनाते हैं। झांसी आप भी चाहते हैं और मैं भी। फर्क सिर्फ इतना है, आपको राज करने के लिए चाहिए और मुझे अपनों की सेवा करने के लिए। रही बात सर झुकाने की, मेरा सर ना उस दिन झुका था और ना अब झुकेगा। I can read English. It's a mere language. just words. Words without language, culture have no meaning. तुम जिस धरती पर खड़े हो, वहाँ के लोगों का, उनके भावनाओं का सम्मान करना सीख लो। अंग्रेजी हमारी हुनर हो सकती है, हमारी मातृभाषा नहीं। मातृभाषा माँ होती है और माँ सिर्फ एक होती है। एक बेटी को एक बेटे से कम क्यों? जब एक बेटी करी होती है, तब विजय बड़ी होती है। मैं वो मिसाल बनूंगी जो हर भारतीय के अंदर आज़ादी की भूख बन के देखेगी। हम लड़ेंगे ताकि आने वाली पीढ़ियां अपने अस्तित्व पर शोक नहीं, अपने आज़ादी का उत्सव मनाएं। हम लड़ेंगे और छत्रपति महाराज शिवाजी के स्वराज के सपनों को पुनर्जीवित करेंगे। दिन दिन हर महादेव के चिरागों को हमें पूरे देश में जलाना है। आज़ादी तो एक दिन मिलनी ही है, उससे पहले हमें अपने अपनों को जगाना है। हर हर महादेव।
We will now begin the speech. So here I begin. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives out to them. The good is oft interred with your bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus had told Caesar was ambitious. If it was so, it was a grievous fault. And grievously had Caesar answered it, here on the lip of Brutus and the rest. But Brutus is an honorable man, so are they all. All honorable men come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He had brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransom did the general's coffer fill. Did this in Caesar's ambition? When did the poor have cried, Caesar had wept. And ambition should be made of sterner stuff, yet Brutus says he was ambition, and Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal. I thrice presented him the kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambition, and Brutus is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without a cause. Then what cause withholds you then to mourn for him? Oh, judgment, thou art flake the brutish beast. None have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is there in the coffin with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me. But yesterday, the word of Caesar might have stood against the world. Now lies he there, and none so poor to do him reverence. Oh, master, if I were disposed to steer your hearts and minds to mutiny and rage, I should do Brutus wrong and Cassius wrong, who you all know are honorable men. I'll not do them wrong. I'd rather choose to wrong the dead, to wrong myself and you, than I'll wrong such honorable men. But here's a parchment with the seal of Caesar. I found it in his closet. This his will. Let but the common hears this testament, which, pardon me, I do not mean to read, and they would go and kiss that Caesar's wounds and dip their napkins in the sacred blood, you beg a hair of him from memory, and dying mentioning it between your wills, bequeathing it as a rich legacy unto your issue. Have patience, gentle friends. It is not meet, you know, how Caesar loved you. You are not woods, you are not stones, but men. And being men, bearing the will of Caesar, it will inflame you, it will make you mad. This good, you know, not that you are his heart. For if you should, oh, what would come of it? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Murray, for the presentation.
October 2012, the Taliban shot me on the left side of my forehead. The terrorists thought that they would change my aim and stop my ambition. But nothing changed in my life except this: weakness, fear, and hopelessness died. Strength, power, and courage was born. To dear my brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. Education is the blessing of life and one of its necessities. Dear brothers and sisters, dear fellow children, we must work, not wait, not just the politicians and the one leaders. We all need to contribute. Me, you, we. It is our duty. We realize the importance of lights when we see darkness. We realize the importance of our voice when we are silenced. In the same way, when we were in Swat, the north of Pakistan, we realized the importance of pens and books. When we saw the guns, why is it? Why is it? We realize the importance of lights when we see darkness. We realize the importance of voice when we are in silence. The countries which we call strong are so powerful in creating wars, but are so weak in bringing peace. Why is it that making tanks is so easy, but building schools is so hard? One child, one teacher, one pen, and one book can change the world. Education is the only solution. Education first. We are really tired of these wars. Women and children are suffering in many parts of the world because of it. Young girls have to do domestic child labor and are forced to get married at early age. There was a time when women's social activities asked men to stand up for their rights. But this time, we will do it by ourselves. Thank you.
Respected judges, my chair's number is 10. They see my disability, I see my ability. They call me disabled, I call myself differently able. There are some incidents that happen in your life. Those incidents break you, deform you, but they mold you into the best versions of you. The same thing happened to me. I was 18 years old when I got married. My father wanted me to get married, and all I said was, if that makes you happy, I'll say yes. And of course, it was never a happy marriage. Just about after 2 years of getting married, I made into a car accident. Somehow, my husband fell asleep and the car fell in a ditch. He managed to jump out of the car, saved himself, and I'm happy for him. But I stayed inside the car and I sustained a lot of injuries. My wrist was fractured, my collarbone and shoulder bone got fractured, my ribs got fractured, and my backbone got completely crushed. I finally got admitted in a hospital where I stayed for 2.5 months. One day, the doctor came to me and said, well, I heard that you wanted to be an artist, but you ended up being a housewife. I have bad news for you. You won't be able to paint again. Your wrists and arms are so deformed that you won't be able to hold a pen again in your life. The next day, the doctor came to me and said, your backbone injuries are so bad. You won't be able to give birth to a child again in your life. That day, I was devastated. I asked my mother, why me? And that is the time I started questioning my existence, then why am I even alive? And that is the time I realized that words have the power to heal the soul. My mother said to me, world wants nothing but acceptance, so there is no point of sitting here and crying, just go and adopt one, and that is what I did. Whenever I appear in public, I always smile. There is always this big dude smile on my face, and people usually ask me, how do you do that? What's the secret? I tell them only one thing. I have stopped worrying about the things that I've lost in the past, people that I've lost in the past. Live your life fully. Accept yourself the way you are. Be kind to yourself. I repeat, be kind to yourself, and only then you can be kind to others. Love yourself and spread that love. Life will be hard. There will be turns and turmoils, but that will only make you stronger. Remember, it all starts from within. Thank you.
Joy unspeakable to rise in response to the warm and cordial welcome which you have given us. I thank you in the name of the most ancient order of monks in the world. And I thank you in the name of the mother of religions. And I thank you in the name of the millions and millions of Hindu people of all classes and sects. And my thanks also to some of the speakers on this platform who, referring to the delegates of different nations, have told you that this man from far off nations may well claim the idea of toleration. I'm proud to belong to a religion which has taught the world both tolerance and universal acceptance. We not only believe in universal tolerance, but accept all religion as true. I'm proud to belong to a religion which has sheltered the persecuted and refugees of all religions, of all nations on earth. I'm proud to belong to a religion which has
justice. And he died for the cause of that effort. In these difficult times and in these difficult days for the United States, we should all come together. For those who are black, it's evidently evident that there were white people who are responsible. There were white people who are responsible for it. And as a nation, it's perhaps well to ask as a nation in what direction we can move. And in what direction we can move forward to. We can move in a greater polarization, black people amongst black and white amongst white, filled with hatred towards one another. Or we could make an effort like Martin Luther King did to fight for this country and for all the people.
Today is the day of great happiness for me. I am humbled that I have been selected. I am humbled that the Nobel Committee has selected me for this precious award. Thank you to my parents for their unconditional love. Thank you to my father for not clipping my wings and for letting it fly. Thank you to my mother who inspired me to be patient. And thank you to all my teachers who inspires me to believe in myself and to be brave. I am proud. Well, I am very proud that I am the first person, the first Pakistani and the youngest person to receive this award. Well, when my world suddenly changed, my priorities also changed. I had two options. One was to remain silent and to be killed, and the second was to speak up and to be killed. I chose the second one. I decided to speak. The terrorists tried to kill us and attacked me and my friends on 9th of October 2012. But their bullets could not stop us. Since that day, our voice has only been louder. It is not the story of Thailand, I am. Men.
Officers rank on Indian Police Service. And the rest of you can see what happened next. It got some award, became the UN